Josh Dixon is the National Faith Engagement Director for the Biden campaign. He believes Democrats have a story to tell between now and Election Day, one that he insists believers will buy.
You see, they hired an evangelical to lead their faith outreach. And I think that speaks a lot.
Josh Dixon grew up a believer in a conservative Republican household, then came a major change when he switched political parties in his 20s.
When I deeply examined what my values were and looked at the respective platforms and the respective ways in which the deep values, I would say, that our respective political parties prioritize, that's when I made the switch.
As years passed, his political involvement grew. Dixon helped on Obama's re-election campaign, then worked for the administration. Now, as head of Believers for Biden, he's planning an effort with multiple objectives.
One is ensuring that people of faith know they are valued and respected by this campaign. Two is ensuring that people of faith know we're asking for their votes. We're asking for them to support us, even if they haven't supported Democrats in the past.
There's been a drought for way too long. We need to sing our freedom song.
Regular events are being held online so the faithful can become familiar with the spiritual side of Biden and his campaign.
I think that that's been something that has been consistent for Vice President Biden throughout his entire career. He's been someone who has worn his faith on his sleeve.
People need to understand him to understand whether he's someone for whom they could vote.
Senator Chris Coons, a friend and ally of the former vice president for 30 years, also works with the Biden faith effort.
I think if you don't know Joe as a man of faith, you don't really know him.
But for many believers and evangelicals in particular, Biden's stance on abortion remains a deal breaker.
We're a party and we're a campaign that doesn't take this issue or any issues lightly. I think it's clear that Vice President Biden is pro-choice. I think it's also clear that he's someone who really has a holistic view on his approach to maternal health and to women's health.
It's not that they have such a fundamental disagreement with Joe on the gospel value. They may have a real disagreement over what are the actions government should be taking.
The Biden camp maintains the major religious issue of this election is not abortion, but systematic racism brought to the forefront by the killing of George Floyd.
It's been a resounding theme from diverse people across many faith backgrounds. Many major evangelical leaders have communicated that. And we're going to fight these systems that currently exist, that hold people down in very clear, intentionally systematic ways.
Dixon says the addition of Kamala Harris to the ticket strengthens their team on this issue.
She's the first Indian American and Black American woman elected to the U.S. Senate. She's a Howard University graduate. She's a soror. She is someone who has been just a champion for justice issues her entire career. And many folks in our community really, really connect with her and her story. We need healing. We need transformation. We need hope. And we need to start much of that journey by addressing systemic racism in our country.
I come to declare to VP Joe Biden, to Senator Kamala Harris, this is your season.
During this week's convention, there will be several events designed for the faith community. The campaign's attempt to make sure everyone feels like they have a seat at the table while hopefully securing their vote in November. Eric Phillips, CBN News.